Welcome everybody, beautiful people. This is pretty much going to be a rant. I've been thinking about this a lot. I've been thinking about it for months. I've been thinking about how every now and then I get emails from people. And within these emails, sometimes they will say, oh, I got cured, or I cured myself, or I treated my issue by doing this, that, the third. And I think it has nothing to do with T-Mal. I think it has something to do with gluten. I think it has something to do with sugar. I think it has something to do with sulfur. It just be various people who strongly believe it has something to do with this one thing, or maybe several other things, but they strongly believe it's linked to sugar or sulfur or gluten and blah 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 meat. And when they tell you these things, they feel like they figured the puzzle to why everybody's experiencing these issues, and they want you to try the diet too. They say, hey, okay, I've had a lot of success from this, and I really believe it's this thing. I really believe the culprit that's facing a lot of people who have this condition has to do with gluten. And I need you to get on a diet, a gluten-free diet, for about 21 days, or for about 3 months, or whatever the fucking time frame is. And I'm telling you, if you stay on this gluten-free diet for 3 months, you're gonna see the same effects as me. And if you have success, then that means you can tell your audience, or I hate the fact that people think I guess I technically have an audience, but it's not like, I don't know, when people say I have an audience, it makes me feel like it's like a job. Like it's just like I'm trying to build an audience, which I'm not really trying to. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm even posting this video. But basically what I'm trying to say is there's been a lot of people who are suggesting diets that they swear up and down is going to be the thing that will completely cure you, which I don't even believe. That should be a whole nother rant about curing and the definition. What is the proper definition of cure versus treatment? But I don't. Yeah, they suggest these diets and they say, oh yeah, I swear by this. This is the thing. I know for a fact this is the thing. And if all you got to do is try it yourself, and you try it for X amount of time, 21 days, 3 months, almost a year or some shit, and then you're going to have the same results. And then we'll finally have we brought together the evidence that this is the thing that's affecting all of us, not T-Mal, which again, I tested negative for T-Mal. So maybe I don't, it's not like I don't believe that various people might have something wrong with them, and it's only specifically sugar, or it's only specifically sulfur foods, it's only specifically them being gluten intolerant. But the issue I have is I hate being a guinea pig. I hate being a guinea pig. Like, they want me to test this new thing out, or they say that this thing has been working for them, and they want you to try it out as well, just to confirm if that is the thing. So therefore I got to spend 30, 50, maybe $70 on some bullshit, try it out for X amount of time, just to confirm it's not working. Because many times where there's some type of new product, some new hype product, that's another thing. When I used to go into these like support groups that's body odor related, T-Mal related, metabolic body odor related, there's always going to be this new hype product, this new hype procedure that some people swear up and down. Oh, this shit right here, man, I put it on for 3 days. I walked into the grocery store and no one said I smell like shit. This is the cure, guys. I need everybody to try this. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm tired. I'm tired of guessing in the dark. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm tired of guessing in the dark. I'm tired of trying the new thing, the new trend thing, the new trend product that people swear up and down helps. Now, don't get me wrong. When I feel like there's some product that helps, I will suggest, like, hey, I've been trying this thing. Maybe this will help people. And again, everybody's trying to be helpful, to be fair. And they're also trying to confirm if what their beliefs are is true. So they say, oh, can you try this regimen, this routine for 21 days and buy these specific things or eat these specific things for X amount of time? I get it, because that's the best we have currently, because there's what we have we can't explain. We could explain it, but to explain it to an average person sounds fucking, at least if you have a condition that's similar to me, to explain that I have this condition that makes me smell awful. That makes me smell awful when people could smell it sometimes a couple of feet away or yards away. But it's food related, and at the same time, I smell so awful, right? But I cannot detect the odor. I can't detect the odor at all, and I can only base it off of people's reactions. So I have this awful smell that can go from a radius of maybe 10, 20, 50 feet in really bad situations and really bad circumstances, but I can't detect it at all. Normal people can't even believe you. They'll just think you're full of shit. They'll listen to you and nod their head like, oh my God, that's so bad. But they'll be like, this guy's full of shit. He knows he smells bad. They'll be on that bullshit. But why was I talking about that? I forgot what my point was about that. I was talking about how normal people can't even fathom the condition you have. I forgot what my point was regarding that. But I guess I was trying to say, it's hard to even explain it to normal people about your condition. And when you try to tell the medical professionals, many of them will dismiss you or say it's in your head, or if they do detect it, they're not going to say that you smell terrible many of the times. They'll just say there's nothing I can do. This is outside my field of knowledge or whatever. Even though they should have something that they can try, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, since you don't really have enough, you're not going to get enough help from normal people and definitely medical professionals. You have to just try to solve this puzzle, this weird issue with yourself. And the only other way that you can confirm that what your routine is working, is if other people try it. I get that, but man, I mean, I had this for such a very long time that I'm sort of tired of trying new things, even though I should try new things. I mean, but I want to try things based on, sorry about that. I want to try things based on some hard science. There's hard science that determines this is the smartest thing to eat. This is the best food you can eat in order to lower symptoms. That's the major reason why I want to go and apply for different undiagnosed diseases programs, because I need some science behind my ass to confirm that this is the best thing to do. I cannot detect it at all. I cannot. So I just honestly been just going through just different diets. When I used to, I have to actually work around people and stuff. I would try everything, and I always have bad days. I would try everything. I would limit the amount of food I eat. I still get comments and shit, and that would make me sad and depressed, which makes me want to eat more. But then I can't eat, so then that makes me even more frustrated. So then I have to figure out ways to relieve myself, so I jerk off some more. Or so whatever stress relieving activity. That's my number one. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I mean, with the diet, you just try to figure out, once you have bad days and you test certain diets and you say, hey, maybe it has to do with I'm eating too much choline. Maybe it has to do with I'm consuming too much sugar, because those are thoughts I had. when I had to go out and be around people every day, and then I would test it and try to, you know, verify if it's working. And some days they'll say something, some days they don't. And some days when they don't say anything, it makes you believe, it gives you this illusion that, oh my God, it's working. Oh my God, I figured it out. But then it's like, maybe you did smell, but they're used to your smell, so they don't say anything, or they're not going to make a remark that you smelled like a boiled cabbage or some shit, like, you know? So it's very difficult to determine what is the best treatment or solution or cure. I don't believe in maybe there's a cure, but I don't think it's happening too soon. So yeah, naturally people are going to try to go make other people try the routine because they think this will be the best evidence that this is the the optimal diet. The optimal diet. I like that. And no, man, I don't think I want to be used as some type of lab rat and try this diet and then try that diet and try the next diet or do this new routine. I want some fucking like top scientist, preferably top scientist in the world, to like, yo man, I got this really good machine. It's called the smellometer. It's going to be able to detect that, it doesn't have to be a smellometer, but I'm basically saying I would like some type of professional to be able to examine and analyze what's going on with me, do certain tests and confirm, okay, you have too much high levels of this, so maybe this may be because of this, that, the third. Let's test some other things. And then it goes into that process. And then finally we have like just documented evidence through lab results, through many trials and errors, that this is the cause of it, because we tried out, we analyzed everything that we can about, maybe your pancreas, liver, or whatever that's happening. And we know that when digesting this is not properly being broken down, and therefore that's why you give off this odor, blah, blah, blah. Like, I want that type of shit. That's what I'm aiming for. It's funny, like when I was a teenager and in my 20s, I realized, like, during my college years, this is when I really had a strict diet. I had a really bad time in college. Maybe I'll rant about that one day. And there was just like this one moment where I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck is causing me to smell, but I'm just gonna just start eating. Because within my cafeteria or within the campus on college, like there was like, I guess a buffet somewhat. And there would be like a section of just apples, oranges, and bananas. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna eat apples every day until I stop smelling bad. So I would like wake up early in the morning. Like I think in the morning, the cafeteria opened at least 7. So I'll wake up early. I would actually wake up early, run at like 5 in the morning, maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, because that's when no one's out. So I knew for a fact that I know I wouldn't have to pass by anyone, because I know if I smell bad without sweating, I know if I start to sweat, I'm gonna smell like super funky, If I was a superhero, I'll be super funky. I'll be like, people be smelling it miles away. So I made sure to exercise early in the morning to sweat out, because I found out like if I exercise and I sweat, I'm sweating out the whatever chemical whatever it is that's causing me to smell terrible, and I get less reactions. It doesn't mean like my reactions cut down to 50%. If I had to like give an arbitrary number, maybe it cuts down to 15%, maybe. But it's some progress. So I would do that. I would just run every day, early in the morning, and then take a shower, blah, 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 and then go up to the cafeteria and eat apples. And no, not just eat apples. Pack like 10 to 12 apples in my backpack, immediately leave, because I couldn't fucking stand the cafeteria ladies. They would always talk shit about me. And they would do it intentionally. They would talk shit intentionally, loud enough so I can hear them, because they think I'm correcting they think saying, not visibly, what's the word I'm saying? Audibly saying that I smelled bad will somehow improve my odor situation, because they thought like the issue had to do with me not practicing hygiene or some dumb shit, whatever the fuck. In any case, I would eat apples every day. I would pack 10 to 12 apples in my backpack, and every hour I would eat one apple. And and I would just do that. I did that for like 3 weeks. So I would run for like 20 to 30 minutes and then only eat 10 to 12 apples. I think like an average apple is like maybe 80 to 100 calories, maybe 60 to 100. So at best, I was probably consuming like 1,200 calories a day and running. I dropped so much weight. But the thing is, like, toward like the end of the semester, one of these like the cafeteria ladies audibly said, "Oh, he doesn't smell that bad anymore." And when I heard that shit, I'm like, "What?" And once I heard that shit, I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm cured." So when I heard that shit, the next like maybe during the afternoon, where it was like they had lunch, they had like fried chicken and pizza. Bruh, I went fucking crazy. I grabbed so much pizza from the cafeteria, so much pizza, fried chicken, got some soda, all that shit. It was just hamburgers. I was just chomping down. And then like maybe like the next day, I started getting reactions again. So why was I saying all that? I was saying that because that was like the first time when I realized, oh shit, it's diet related. And maybe if I just start just eating, like become a vegetarian and just start eating just vegetables and all this other shit, that's going to eliminate the odor and I'll be cured. And that was my thing. I thought I was going to just be cured. If I just eat a vegetarian diet for the rest of forever, I'll be cured. And the thing is, you don't really. I'm currently like within a vegetarian diet, like I guess. I mean, it's not. I guess I don't think I forgot the last time I ate meat. Maybe like a couple of months ago. No, because I ate a pizza. I ate a meat lover's pizza like maybe 4 weeks ago. I ate a meat lover's pizza and it was delicious. I ate meat lover's pizza with some mint ice cream and some garlic breadsticks and some cookies, just to like celebrate my moving into this new apartment. It was pretty good. But what I'm trying to say is, I thought I would be cured. There was this hope there was going to be a cure. And even now, like with doing this vegan stuff or going back to the vegan diet after like 3 or 4 weeks, when I go outside and I'm start sweating, I can tell like people are like holding their breath when they're around me and all this other type of stuff. I just recently went to the auto shop to get my tires replaced. I never mentioned the fact that while driving here, one of my tires blew out, but that's whatever. In any case, when I came to retrieve my car, the guy, I can tell the guy was holding his breath. Like he would hold his breath and then start talking to me like this and stuff like that, and then it just like annoys the shit out of you, or at least annoys the shit out of me, because I feel like they're low key dissing me. But I'm saying all that to say that I'm having a restrictive diet, and I'm still getting reactions. And my belief when I was in my early 20s, once I realized that if I just ate apples every day and ran, eventually the odor goes away, or people will make mention that G doesn't smell that bad anymore. I don't know if it's the diet to really be 100% smell free is sustainable. The diet I'm in, I feel like it's pretty restrictive compared to most people. I feel like it's sustainable. However, I still get reactions, which is fucking weird. And I think it only helps to a degree. But the thing is, like, maybe there is some type of truth to the fact that if you just completely eliminate sugar, all types of sugar, including fruit that has sugar in it. Maybe there'll be relief in my symptoms, or there'll be less funk, or there might be if I stop eating sulfury foods, there'll be less funk. But I need like some scientific evidence that this is true. So all the people who are going to who have emailed me about their routine or diet, or anybody in the future is going to email me, because there's always going to be someone in the future like, oh man, I figured this. This is my breakthrough. I figured out what's the cause. Like, I don't want to be your lab rat. I don't want to be a lab rat anymore. I'd rather just be I don't know, a guy who doesn't have to just constantly jump from diet to diet. There are some things that some people mention within the comments. Sometimes people are helpful and they mention what they do to not smell bad, or their routines. And yeah, I would like read through them, and I'm like, hey, maybe that's a good idea. Don't get me wrong, some of them sound reasonable, but then there's others that don't sound reasonable at all. Like, does anybody remember like last year, someone was suggesting to put like yogurt or some shit on their bodies? They suggested to slather yogurt or some shit, like some type of dairy product on their bodies in order to stop smelling and shit. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that dumb shit. But a lot of people, since a lot of people are desperate, they were like, oh, I'll try anything. Like, and now they just wasted a whole bunch of like yogurt, spreading it on their ass cheeks and thinking that this is going to cure themselves. And, it's just, I'm not into a lot of these like hype routines and hype products and hype, whatever it is, the new trend, hyper trendy solutions. So this is the reason why I'm so focused right now and trying to at least apply to these undiagnosed disease programs, because this is where I'm going to get enough information, some credible information of why I have this odor for so many years. And I think only through maybe endocrinologists, geneticists, or maybe other specialists I'm unaware of, they can get down to the bottom of it. Not people who suggest smearing yogurt on your ass. But yeah, I'm done ranting. I'm sort of tired of guessing in the dark and hoping that this one product that someone suggests to me through email or through comments is going to be the number one thing. I'd rather try to go to scientists or doctors, medical professionals, and see if I can get a real diagnosis from them. Because again, many of these people who say they have been cured, they don't really know why they've been cured. They tried a routine and they ate certain food and tried different products, but they don't really know what particular product helped the most out of all the different things they tried and why it helped. They don't understand that. They just can say, oh, maybe it was because of the probiotics. Okay, but what type of strand of the probiotics really helped? You don't know. Or, they'll say, oh, I've been gluten-free. Okay, why is gluten-free the thing that helped you so much? There's some people who suggest it's parasites. I highly doubt it. That's a whole nother conversation. I can rant for a whole long time, but I don't want to guess in the dark. I don't want to try so many different trendy products or solutions that people say helps them. I just want to find the correct medical professional to help me. That's it. The end, I guess. Have a good day.